Hey, welcome, thanks for stopping by. It's time to learn with our friend Clive. So grab your brush, have a great
my name is Clive from clivesart.co.uk, and thank you very much for joining me in the studio and taking up my invitation. As you've seen in the beginning, we're going to be painting a body. Yes, I've been asked to paint the human form, so I thought, well, I just finished the lesson and I got some paints on my palette, as you can see. So it's a little bit messy, but I put the colours up there for you. I'm just going to use an array of brushes, and as I use the brushes, I'm going to tell you what they are. So I just thought I'd use the colours that I've actually got there to save me some money. Yes, because I need all the money I can get, like everybody else. Yes, getting some kitchen roll. Looking at my pre-sketch, as I said, we're painting the human form. I'm just going to pick up this Aquafine brush. It's a very soft brush, this one. I like this brush. So I'm just gonna get some yellow there, like that. There we go. And I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of red. That's cadmium red to that. I'm just gonna touch a alizarin crimson to it. Is that okay? That's fine. That's fine. We can live with that. There may be a little bit more alizarin crimson to that. There we are. Let's have a look. Nope. Bit more. Too much. Don't worry if it's too much. Let's have a look. That's what I wanted. A bit of a nice peachy colour. Let's just get that on and around the form like that. And this is all this was. This is an old canvas. I got a painting on this canvas of something. I can't remember what it was now. It's another lesson I did. And that's what I tend to do, is paint over these canvases and keep painting over them until it gets to a point that they're so thick I can't do much with them. So I thought we'd do a nice warm painting today, and this is like the reverse of Titanic painting. I didn't want to do the front, so I thought I'd do the back. I scared. So I thought, yeah, well, let's do the back, why not? And all I'm doing is just blending that in. I got a little bit of medium mix in my bowl there, and that's that one, and that stops the underbinding of my paint. And that's all the fluid I use, actually. And I'm bringing a little bit of white now into this. I'm just going to brighten this area up there like that. I'm just going to meld that in, just merge it in. We've been doing a lot of blending lessons lately, so I thought it might be a good idea just to keep that going. And just very, very lightly blend that in like that. Picking up a bit more white, just increasing the white there. That, and let's get a little bit of this colour, let's darken that up there like that, get a bit of peachy colour going in. It doesn't really matter, it's just a nice warm type of painting going on like that. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find myself, I've got my brushes all kept in here and I'm not very organised, but I'm going to find myself a nice detail brush. One more second. There we are, I found it. Okay, so this is a number 4 detail brush. Again, I'm just going to go, that's liquid clear, that's Retarder, and that is a flow improver there. And these medium bowls, if you want to pop along to the website, are available if you want to pick one up. I got a little bit of black and alizarin crimson mixture, which I used in another lesson. So as I said, I just want to use these colours up now. And I'm just going to go in very, very quickly and just put some detail into this. And if you have never done any life studies, I encourage you to have a go. And maybe your partner wants a model for you. And I have done some live studies. And my wife sometimes is good enough to allow me to paint her, but I won't be doing them on YouTube. She'll shoot me. And although they are quite nice, subtle paintings like this. This is about the only type of a nude painting that I would consider doing. So there we are. Let's just get a little bit of warmth coming down that edge there. I'm not using a dead black. And let's get a little bit of colour under that buttock area there, and just there. And let's get a little bit of shadow just under the breast, out like that. and then up around there for now. Okay, that'll do for now. I'm going back into this short flat. Let me just give it a quick wash. Let's get that off there. I really do need, I tell you what, where's my bin? There it is. I really do need a bit of yellow ochre. Have I got any yellow ochre? Yeah. Yes, I have. I'm going to put a bit of yellow ochre on a pallet. There you go. Because I quite like yellow ochre. I think it's a lovely colour. There you go. Let's get a bit of this. Bit of white coming around. This is like I don't know, this could be like a little sash thing, or throw, or a bath towel, or a robe or something, I don't know. I'll just place that in place. I'm going to tighten all this up in a second. I'm just getting some colour going on there. Doesn't look like anything at the moment, but it will do, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I don't know. It's been a while since I painted a human form. It really has. Yes. But I thought, well, I was challenged to do it, so I thought, well, why not? And I believe in showing as much different forms of art as I can, and this is a good way of learning different skills anyway. So, okay, let's just put that in their place for now. Now I want to work on. Your. Just get a little bit of light in there. Try and make these colours all about the same if I can. I'm not worried about actual skin tones and things. I just want to bring warmth in. I should actually use a smaller brush. Let me just chuck that in a pail and get my I got a smaller brush here. Got a smaller brush, and let's blend this colour in like that. Just get a mixture of colour coming in. A bit of white on there, a bit of reflection on that there, and let's just strengthen that line there like that. And in fact, let's put a bit of this, as if she's lying on a bed maybe. I don't know. Is she? I don't know. She could be. I got a little bit of flow improver there. I think it's flow improver. Or retarded, doesn't really matter, does it? All the same stuff. Yeah, it's all the same stuff. All does the same thing, I think. I might be wrong. No, retarder slows down the drying time of the paint, whereas the flow improver will just increase the flowability of the paint. And let's just bring in a little bit of shadow there, and a bit under there. Let's bring a bit of this colour. And you can paint like this. It doesn't have to be all layers after layers after layers. You can get away with about 2 layers actually, if you want that nice look, rough oil texture type of look. You can get that. You can get that look of. I'm just going through a couple of different colours now. You can get that look of oil if you play with acrylics enough. you get to know what the acrylics can do for you. And they're so forgiving. They really, really are. Just going through a little bit of black. And it's so forgiving. Taking some off. There you go. Wash our brush very quickly. Okay, I'm a bit of a messy painter, but that's okay. That's my style. And if anybody says to you, oh, you shouldn't be painting like that, you should be painting this way, and you go, well, you know, that's how I paint, and nobody should tell you really how to paint. They can advise you of different techniques, but they shouldn't really criticize your technique, because that's what makes you special, that's what makes you you. And I'm all for criticism. I don't mind being criticized at all. I think it's a great thing to have that. But I also think that you shouldn't be criticized for the way you paint, because that is you. That is what makes you unique. In many cases, that's what makes you unique. So let's just bring up that there. Let's just bring, I'm picking up some white. Put it on a little bit thicker, not as thick as that. But put it on a little bit thick. Doesn't matter. It just gives that appearance of oil paint. There you are. Get some folds in there like that. I go quiet when I concentrate. Just put it on a little bit thicker sometimes, it doesn't matter. Okay, where's my bin? There it is. I want to put a little bit more shadow there, maybe. There we are. Bring that leg up. Bring that thigh up a bit more. There. That looks a bit better. Okay, that looks a bit better. We just want a representation. I'm all for that. Making it easy. Let's get a little bit of this colour. I think that was alizarin crimson and black, but there's more alizarin crimson in there than actual black itself. And let's bring a bit of yellow ochre to add. Let's just make a lovely colour. Let's just put that colour there like that. And let's put a little bit of there like that. Let's just balance this out a bit now. Let's put a bit of that colour in there, and let's merge that in. And now if your paint is getting a bit sticky, mine's getting a bit sticky, I'm trying to work quick fast here, and just give your palette a little mix, your canvas or your canvas board or whatever you're painting on, just a little mist, and then you can merge this in together. Keep them brush strokes on this particular painting. That's what we want to try and keep with this painting, is your brush strokes. Let's get a bit of that white. Let's get a white, more white than yellow ochre there, and let's just bring a little bit of light around this. Just try and develop this shape of a shoulder there, and let's put a little bit there, bringing in a little bit of texture there. We got a spine coming down there. Let's just try and develop that spine. Put a bit of light in there. Let's get a little bit of yellow ochre now into that, blending that in. There you go. Just merge that in together. Get your mister bottle. And sometimes these mister bottles, they do tend to stick, so take the top off, blow them, or give them a wash into some water, and then stick it back on, and you know that, working fine again. Oops, I dropped that in my alizarin crimson. Sorry. Okay, working fine again. So if it stops working for any reason, don't forget to do that. And then just bring in and merge these colours together, finding the shape and the form, making sure I'm not in shot. Am I in shot? No. And then bringing that up, merging this all together now, getting these colours to merge together. And this is why I said so many times that it's important that we learn to blend, because blending is such an important method. It's an important skill to have. It really is. Let's get a little bit of white up, down there like that. Just trying to develop our back, and let's put a bit more shadow in there and down that edge. Don't worry about this type of painting. You don't worry about actual skin tones and stuff. This is not about that type of painting. This is more about you as an artist coming through and shining through and using your artistic license. Now, I don't know if you've noticed that over the last couple of weeks I've been doing a little bit more advanced work, and I'm trying to bring in some intermediate lessons into the beginner's lessons, because not only is it good for the beginner to have a little go at something like this, and it does take a little bit of practice, but it's also good for the advanced, because we forget sometimes that things are not as easy as they seem. And by doing something like this, it's very important that we need to practice our skills. And this is why I love YouTube, because it allows me to cover all those areas. And let's get a little bit of dark. Let's get a little bit of dark down here. There we are. It covers all those areas for me then. Let's just bring that out. I want to develop a definite shadow area there, like that. Getting the moisture off my brush, dipping in, taking some off, and now I'm going to just, it's like a dry blending, scrubble. It's like scrubbing. It's what I call dry blending. It's just a little tiny bit of moisture, not a lot, but it just allows for that blending to take place. There we are. Let's get rid of some of these line works and just bring some of that up. There we are. So you're making folds in this material, but you're not working too hard. And that's what it's all about, is making life a lot easier for you. And as I said to you many times in the past, that it's important that we use the acrylics. The disadvantages of acrylics is they don't like a lot of water, because they dry too quick and they underbind and they can flake. But we need to, it's important that we I'm going to sit back and look at this. It's important that we use those to our advantage. There you go. Now I'm just going to wash that brush. I'm going to pick up some jet black. I'm going to pick up some black, and I'm just going to go in and hopefully put some hair in, and that should set off this painting. And that's what I'm hoping it to do. It's been a long time since I've done life studies, and as I said, I have had people to model for me over the years, and it's quite enjoyable to work like that. But there's plenty of photographs on the internet and paintmyphoto.com and places like that. If you want to have a little go, let's increase the shadows. If you want to have a little go, then do that. Increase the shadows. There you are. It's not looking too bad, is it? What do you think? That's not too bad at all, I don't think. That's pretty good. I want to, I just want to, let me have a look at her back. I just want to develop a bit more of a shoulder area there, maybe. Doesn't look quite right. Let's give it a little bit of a rise. I'll give it a bit of a rise there. Across there. Like that. There you go. Increase the light there. Let's get a little bit more colour. Just on the top edge there. Merge that in. Look at that sharp edge, look. How are we looking? How are we looking on camera? I think that's looking pretty good. I think that's looking pretty good. Let's get in there. Let's get in where I want it to be. And in fact, let's just do that breast a little bit more there, like that. Nice and subtle. It's a bit of a life study. It's a bit of a life study. Oops. But it's nice and subtle, and that's something I think that everybody would be nice and happy to see, that type of painting. It's just put a bit of colour in this sash or whatever she's wearing. Let's just pretend it's nice, a nice bit of satin, a nice light satin. You can just see a little bit of skin tone coming through it, look. Just see that little bit of fleshness coming through that satin there. There you go. And then just increase. And don't worry about your pencil lines. If you can see pencil lines, don't worry about that. If people say to you, oh, you just painted a tracing. Oh, it's not a tracing. Everybody's got to do line work, whether you do it freehand or whether you copy it. It's just not going to be, or you just paint it on with a brush. Sometimes you can see the lines. Does it matter? It's not about that. It's more about the actual subject itself. Let's just put a little bit of light back in there, like that. And don't leave any rough edges. Smooth them out with your brush. You are. So I think that's looking pretty good. Yes, and I'm quite happy with that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get a little bit of yellow ochre just on my brush, taking off the excess. I'm going to dip it into my matte medium so it's nice and runny, and I'm just going to run it very, very lightly over the black that we've just put on the hair. Why? Because you've got that little bit of an auburny look to it. Now, it's not just jet black. There's a little bit of auburn colour there, and it just adds to that look. And then let's just clean this brush very quickly, and again picking up some of that colour, yellow ochre again, and I'm just going to bleed through and just smudge off that hairline there. Doesn't matter if it picks up a bit of colour, it makes no difference to me. There you go. What a lovely, lovely, simple painting. If you've never painted the human form before, I encourage you to just do that lesson. And don't fiddle too much. I tend to overwork things sometimes, and really speaking, when you're happy with it, you should just leave it, and I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to sign this one, and I'm just going to put my initials in the bottom there. You sign it any way you want, in any form you want, in any corner of the painting you want. And I think I'm going to put that up for sale on the website, so if anybody wants to pop along and have a look at that and purchase it, you're more than welcome. So without further ado, my name is Clive from clivesart.co.uk. Have a good day, a good week, a good month, a good year, and God bless. And I hope you try this. I'll put the drawing up, or I'll put the painting on the website, and you can just download it and copy it for yourselves. But yeah, please have a go at that. I think that's going to be a little bit of a skill test for you. So I'll see you next time.
Grab your brush, have a great time. And don't forget to click subscribe. Visit clive5art.co.uk.